Lag Game Club. Welcome to the Nerd Lag Game Club, a podcast that gives us a chance to take a step back and play a game with our friends. I'm Cory, and I'm joined with 3 party members today. Lauren.
Hey.
Tonsa.
What up?
And Dan Boy.
Hello.
Today, we play through the odd game of Donut County. Donut County is a story-based puzzle game that was developed by Ben Esposito and published by Annapurna Interactive and I Am 8-Bit Inc. Donut County was released in 2018, and I like to give one interesting fact about each game we cover. So this week, my fact is that Ben thought of the idea for this game based on the fact that when he moved to Los Angeles, all the donut shops were mom and pop shops, and each one was infused with cultural differences. This obsession of these shops is what sparked the idea for this game. Before we fall into this game, I want to give a warning that this podcast could contain spoilers for the game, and I recommend playing the game before listening. With that being said, who wants to open up the conversation about Donut County?
Alright, I want to read a review on the Xbox Game Pass for the PC. So, this review, and I just want to hear you guys' opinion on it. It's pretty short. It says, a game I'll never forget. 5 stars. A quick 3-hour experience of every single emotion and more. Easily one of my favorite games of all time. It's crazy how a game about a hole can get so deep.
Puns.
That's it.
That's a play on words.
It was.
Love it.
I feel like I disagree with most statements in that review. Also, why did it take him so long to beat it?
That's the first sentence. I was like, why did it take them 3 hours to beat this game?
Well, how long did it take you guys?
Like an hour.
What?
Yeah, it took me like an hour too.
I swear it took me like 2. Like on the dot too,
You
I think.
suck.
I'm unsure because I started it in the car and then we go back to your guys' house and the dogs wouldn't leave me alone. So probably like an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2.
But even if it was 2, that's still an hour less.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. It just blew my mind. The 3 hours.
Yeah.
That person really loved this game.
They did.
Yeah,
they went
maybe
for
that.
like 100% or something.
What?
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know what the achievements or if there's achievements.
There is, but I
Yeah.
didn't get a single one because I think the Game Pass was all screwed up.
So I was reading on the reviews, and a lot of people were talking about it. Apparently, the achievements do not work via Game Pass or something for the PC. So the only way you can get achievements are either on Steam or anything else, or on console itself.
Weird.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
So anybody that played this on the Game Pass for the PC did not get the achievements at all. And a lot of people were kind of angry about it in the reviews too, because half of them said that's the only reason they played it.
Yeah, probably for the gamer score.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they didn't get any.
So I think we mentioned it, but what did everyone play this on?
PC.
My
Yeah,
cell
PC.
gear device. My iPhone.
I played it on PC as well, using the mouse.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Since did you just use your finger, or did you use
Yeah,
your
you
nose?
just- I was with you guys the entire time playing this game. I used my finger.
You could have used your nose.
Yeah.
I can't when your dogs are in my face.
All right. Who wants to talk about the convoluted story of this game?
Not I.
I was like, I don't really want to try to explain it because I'm gonna do a terrible job because I felt like it's kind of hard to explain it because it's so weird.
Don't even know where to begin.
I'll give what I wrote down, and this is a very vague version of it.
Yeah.
So I said the story follows 2 characters mainly, Mira and BK. Mira's a human, and BK is a raccoon. the first like 80% of the game is a recap of how they all are in this like hole in the ground. BK has been creating what he refers to as donuts that people order through a mobile app. And then he goes to their house and he starts by sucking up small trash. And eventually he sucks up their house and like rocks and mountains and stuff. Once the recap is finished, there is a final boss fight because you're trying to restore the city. And you kind of learn their friendship and how like the city works and how everyone interacts with one another through the story.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's like the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
There's like a weird cell phone part, like occasionally where you get most random dialogue.
Yeah.
I'd say most of this game's dialogue was just random.
Yeah.
Parts.
Pretty weird. Do you guys have like any character you really liked?
The possum.
I did like the possum.
Yeah. I don't know, I liked BK because he's
you.
Yeah, exactly. He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
Lauren.
He's so condescending.
Yeah.
I'm looking through the characters right now to see if there's one that stood out to me really.
I kind of like, I think his name's Coco. It's like the alligator looking dude.
Yeah.
He's like just chilling and you just like suck up his life for no reason.
Yeah, that's true. That one
The
was
cat
pretty...
chef was weird, but they're all terrible. They're all not supposed to be like lovable characters.
Yeah.
They're weird quirks.
So I took a shot at the story. So let's talk about how the game functions and works. So like the gameplay side of things.
So
go ahead, Dan.
Can I kind of explain it, because I had a game that I thought about whenever I was playing it that I felt like might be a good way to like kind of explain how the gameplay is.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have ever played it, but I don't know if there still is, but there used to be a game on like mobile phones, and it was like Hole IO, and you basically would just like suck up everything. You were basically just a hole, and you'd go around just eating things, and then you'd grow the hole, and then you could eat bigger things, and that's basically what this game was.
This game,
yeah.
That's what I read in the reviews.
I thought you were going to refer to Katamari, which this game tries to kind of be.
This is Katamari with no charm.
Oh, it had charm.
It doesn't.
Whoa, I thought it had lots of charm.
But the gameplay is just you start as a small hole and you start collecting small things like plants, like little rocks, different like just small little things. It progressively gets bigger and you can start sucking up like crates, flower pots,
chairs, tables,
picnic tables, and then it just progressively gets to this being a massive gaping hole. And you gotta suck up like a house or
a little like part mountain thing.
Yeah.
Trees.
And each level is basically that. You start as a small hole, become a big hole, and then there's some puzzles thrown in to like advance the level.
Yeah, you get like a catapult ability to shoot things back out of your hole to solve puzzles. Basically.
Yeah, but some of them also had like with the bird having to drink the water out of the hole at some parts.
True.
Or you had to make the soup without the cockroach getting in it.
Yeah.
Good soup.
Not good soup.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you can make the bad soup and then you'd like throw it back up.
Yeah, I did that one time.
I did that. Yeah, I did that.
I did that like 5 times.
I did it once because I let the roach get into it.
Yeah. I just assumed the roach was part of it.
So I guess we'll kind of just go through the levels. I know Lauren is looking at them.
Uh-huh.
So you start out by sucking up what is he, a mailman on like a
Yeah.
motor scooter?
Yeah, he was like the
Yeah.
goose guy because it keeps honking.
Yeah. That was a
Um,
play on words.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's just kind of getting you used to how the game works. There's nothing like
It's
really.
kind of just like an introduction to the game.
Right, I think this is
It
before it
doesn't
even
really, like-
tells you that it's Donut County. Like before that pops up.
Yeah.
Does this show you underground after that, or is there another level before?
I think it's another level before.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
So what's the next level, Horn? What's it?
It's Potter's Rock, which is the one where the hot air balloon is attached, and you gotta like use the fire to basically keep pushing air into it until it snaps and flies away.
Oh, I know what we're thinking of. So after you get the honking guy like into the hole, it like shifts to BK like messaging Myra and is like, "Oh, hey, I did your thing and I'm almost like level 10 so I can get my quadcopter or whatever."
Yeah.
And then it
Yeah.
shifts to them being back underground. And then it goes to that level.
Okay, because then it goes to her and breaking his quadcopter.
Yeah.
Copter, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
that,
I
what
worked hard."
What the heck?
yeah, that was probably that was a really good part of the story.
And she's like, "You deserve it. You're an asshole."
You put everybody down here with
By
your
the
stupid
way-
holes.
During that texting sequence, did anybody else hit the little bird button?
Dude, I hit it like a million times.
It doesn't do anything.
Nope.
Yeah, I noticed that there was an achievement for it to like quack like 100 times or something.
Did you get an
That-
achievement?
No, I did not get any achievements because, like you said,
Mm.
What a waste of time.
yeah,
But after you do that part, you do the quadcopter like cutscene. You go around like a campfire underground, and they basically go one by one through each character, and they kind of explain how they got down there, what they were doing at the time. And as Lauren mentioned, the first one you do is the hot air balloon.
Can I just say, before we dive into that them being around the campfire retelling their story was probably my favorite part of the whole game. I thought that was a good way to tell the story. They kept like going back to it, they're all down there, and then they'd start retelling what happened to them. Like, I did
Yeah.
like that part.
They had good banter. Like they when you first go down there and PK's like, "Hey, you broke my quadcopter," and she's basically like, "You put us down here," and he's like, "No, I didn't. Like, this isn't my fault." And then she goes around, they're all like talking about like him being the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then the whole time he's like, "But she broke my quadcopter. Like,
Yeah.
she's being the asshole." Like, I thought like that was pretty good.
I
And
do
he'd be
like.
like, "Oh, I didn't do it." Then, "Oh yeah, I did it, and I didn't."
I like that after you get through a couple levels, he's like, "See, I helped. Like, I got rid of a snake problem. I did this."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm a good person."
And
They're
they're
like,
like,
She
no.
broke my quadcopter.
and they're like, "You're not a person. You're a raccoon."
Yeah, I don't understand the world of it.
Yeah, me either. I don't even know what half those creatures are.
No.
But
I don't know.
that first level, the only puzzle is causing the hot air balloon to break away, and then after it does, you just suck up everything else. That one's pretty simple. That's like really your first first puzzle that you see,
Yeah.
and then the next level is
The ranger station.
Ooh.
with the
With the
snakes.
This one with snakes.
Oh,
Correct.
thanks.
Correct.
I like the snake alarm, like the alert system.
Yeah.
I did too, a lot actually.
The alert system.
Like, well, every
Like,
time
each
you
time
yeah, go ahead.
Each time you would destroy something or was
It's
suck
when
up
the
a-
chickens you
Oh, God, like,
interact
Oh,
with the chickens.
oh, with that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Then the
Snake
sign
meter,
would
yellow,
Yeah.
Yep.
red.
And then once you filled it up, it like exploded.
And then there's like a million snakes everywhere.
But yeah.
So that one, less puzzle, more just showing that you can interact with the environment.
Also, what happened to the snakes? Everything goes in. They're all in that hole. So they didn't save anybody from those snakes. All the snakes are in the hole as well.
They're just further down.
I
Yeah.
guess maybe.
No, just that I didn't understand. Was it this level or was it a different one where they had the spotlights? Did the spotlights even do anything if they seen you? Yeah, it was that level.
Yeah, it was that one.
I don't think so.
I don't think they
No,
did, so I
didn't.
didn't quite understand the point of them, honestly. I don't know if it's supposed to be just art style, but it seemed like they would always be like, I thought maybe you had to like sneak around or something, which would have been way better, but they were pretty pointless, I guess. I expected more out of them.
I think the spotlight was just there solely based of like if the hole wasn't, they would use it to see snakes.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know, environment kind of thing.
Yeah, like just kind of give it a more like lively.
Atmosphere.
Yeah. So after the snakes, we dive into what level?
The riverbed. So it's the one with the little, like, camper. The first time you deal with the bird where you, like, go
Yeah.
through the water fills up your hole and you have to have the bird drink it.
Yeah.
This one was pretty neat. You just had to like get the bird to drink a ton of water. And then is this your first one that you interact with the campfire, or are we not there yet?
No, wasn't the hot air
The
balloon
hot
the
air
first
balloon
one?
was the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the campfire is what made like the whole like super hot and
Mhm.
gave the hot air balloon like the heat to rise. Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Okay.
So this one, other than the water, there's really not much to it then.
No, it's pretty simple and straightforward, honestly.
Yeah. The lady just wanted to go and stare at bird. No. It was a guy, right? Weren't
I
they
don't
brothers?
fucking
Yeah,
know.
they're
I thought they were
brothers, and he had like some
Yeah.
weird sexual attraction to birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
So they
super
went to
weird.
just stare at
are-
birds.
Are they like salt and pepper or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So after the weird, creepy bird guy,
It is the campground with the coyote.
Oh, I love the coyote guy.
all
So
right,
it's
go ahead,
got
Tonsa. Or
Oh, yeah,
Dan.
go ahead. Go ahead,
Oh
Dan.
man, I don't
you're
remember
one.
the level.
Okay, so with the level, this one's premise was using the campfire and the corn on the cob that falls off the cart, and then it pops all the popcorn all over the place.
Oh, and it lures the birds down.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, which I thought was really cool. That's the first time that you have something fall into the hole that isn't just fire, that like pops something out of it. I thought that was really clever.
Yeah.
So I did like that one. This was this one was pretty much the first one because up until this point, I had my elbow on my desk with the most bored look on my face, just clicking. And I was like, this has to change. Like, it is so slow. It's so, for me, boring at that point. So that was a little spark of like, oh, that's kind of neat.
Sorry, but can I just stop this for a second? So, you said that your favorite part of this game was like the campfires, like them sitting around talking,
Correct.
like
Correct.
explaining the story. What about the music? Did no one like the music?
I didn't really care too much,
Oh
honestly.
my gosh,
didn't
it was
think
so
it was-
good though.
I didn't think it was bad or anything. It just
It was-
didn't stand out to me.
It was like just like lo-fi music just playing the entire time.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
I
didn't
just sat here
stand
and
out to me.
just chilled. Like I wanted just that playlist on like Spotify just to listen to.
Are you Tonsa?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, man. When it shit slaps, it slaps.
Yeah. In this whole entire game, the music slapped.
I only listened to it like the little bit.
Oh, it
because I was playing on
slapped.
my phone.
I like the
Oh, it
hole
slapped.
dropping music.
I like the whole dropping music too.
Man, Dan's
Dropping.
putting this music on a pedestal, huh?
Yeah, because it's that great.
I like the music when you fall in the hole, and then I like the one that plays on the little radio when you finally get to the alligator guy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is, I mean, it's fine. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
You didn't play the Gardens Between with us, and
No.
that music like blew me away way more.
That was very
Mm.
like lo-fi as well.
Yeah, that was
Mm.
lo-fi, very good. So I don't know. My
Fair enough.
expectations are a
Fair
little
enough.
higher for lo-fi, I think.
Fair enough then.
Yeah,
But I'm glad you liked it, Dan.
yeah, glad you got enjoyment out of it. So after
Oh,
we do popcorn making, what do we go into next?
Hopper Springs with the bunnies.
Oh.
Or you just populate. They just have
Yeah.
sex in a hole.
Yup. You suck up all the rabbits, and then they just pop out like 7 million kids.
And this is like that weird couple. And they're like, oh, we've been
Yeah.
together for 40 years. And they're like, we just wanted to go out and watch the rabbits.
Yeah. Everyone in this, like, all the characters are so weird.
Did anyone have trouble with the puzzle in this game?
With-
Well, in this level.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
I could not figure out what the
Oh,
hell
God.
they wanted me to do.
Of course.
I even restarted it because I thought I messed up
Oh.
at one point. So I restarted the level, and then it finally clicked in my head what I needed to do. So
I mean, I
I had-
sat there for like a good like minute or so, just kind of moving around the map, but I didn't get like stumped that much about it.
oh, I did.
Yeah, all you had to do is lure the rabbit out of the cage.
Right, and
Yeah.
I had figured it out eventually, but I had trouble with that one.
That's interesting because that was pretty simple.
Yeah.
Felt like the entire game was really simple.
I struggled on
It
like
was.
2 maps that are later. I'll tell you about them when we get there.
So after we mess up the ecosystem with overpopulating it with rabbits, what did we do?
This next one is called Joshua Tree.
Oh, this is where you cause a massive wildfire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're doing
yeah.
great for the environment.
Yeah. Good old BK.
Evildoer.
Is that the only thing that happens in this one? Is
Yeah, you just
burn
the
everything
tree.
down.
Yep.
For the most part, yeah. Is there someone there that you like?
But yeah, it's the salt and pepper, the other one. You take his trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's the other brother, right?
A lot of these are weird because like there's like the whole focus of like getting like I get you're getting their character, but then you'll do that and then you go through and get the rest of the map. But then sometimes it's like it ends before you even collect everything in the map.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like, what?
It's also weird because like sometimes you'll get the character like right at the beginning, and then you just collect everything else just cause. Then
That's about it?
Then we go and wreak havoc. Where? Who's next?
Beach Lot C.
Like Coco?
This is the fireworks one.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah,
Crazy fireworks guy.
Yeah.
Joe Dirt.
Oh, yeah. He's illegally selling fireworks. You gotta like light the firework, suck it up, and then you shoot the fireworks at these seagulls on power lines.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, I had a little bit of trouble on that one just because I was a little bit off with the shadows.
Hmm. Oh, you were also playing on a phone.
Very true.
And then after you hit the ones on the power lines, you shoot fireworks up at the cliff, and there's like a humanoid seagull
Bunny.
thing.
Oh, was it seagull?
I have no idea what that thing was.
It was some animal.
And you cause him to fall to his death. And then I'm pretty sure you just suck up the fireworks stand after that, and that's that level, right?
Yeah, basically. No,
Yep.
and then once you suck it up, it like cuts to like a cut scene, and it shoots like the giant rocket from on top of the stand up into the sky.
Oh,
Oh
okay. Yep.
yeah.
Which is weird. It's like one of the few
Yeah.
cutscenes in the whole
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
All right, what's next?
Gecko Park.
This is Coco, right?
Yep.
Mm,
This is where you have to collect all the geckos to start.
Mhm.
yep.
And then this is the radio. This is the music that stood out to me. This is like the one thing that I was like, all right, I like this. And then you suck it up, and the music stops playing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
That's
I
why-
would have. I was like, oh,
Right,
I would have just left it.
Yep,
I
I would have
sucked
saved
it
it for
up last.
last.
I did suck it up last for that
No.
reason.
It was like the very first thing I sucked up.
Nope. I was literally like, I bet you if I suck this up, the music's gone.
Yeah, it went away.
But he's the one that calls Mare out for knowing what's going on. He's like,
Yeah, you don't find out for a little bit after that though, right? Or does it start off with the text messages?
I think this one starts with the text messages, and she's like, "You did what?" And he's like, "Oh, I ordered a donut," and she's like, "Ah, shit."
Yeah. Very more PG than that though.
But yeah, PG, um, but yeah, but that's the one I was talking about. Like, you suck him up like when your hole is
Immediately.
relatively small,
Mm-hmm.
and then you end up sucking up like his trailer and all the stuff around it like much later, which I don't know why some levels are so drastically different than others, but
Yeah, some are like super short, and other ones are a little more complex. Like they take a little bit longer,
Yeah.
or have like 3 parts. Some only have like 1.
yeah, some of them are like you finish in 20 seconds, and then other ones have a much like, there's one step, like 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4, and it's, it takes much like much longer to do each section. um but yeah, I really like the music in this one. Other than that, the level itself is kind of like, eh. All right, and then what do we move into after that, Lauren? We cat soup now.
Nope. Chicken Barn.
Oh, this one was kind of weird.
The guy's obsessed with chickens for
Yeah, and
whatever
you like,
reason.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
people really obsessed with birds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all other animals or something,
yeah.
or human. I don't know what the fuck they were.
But this one, this is the first time you get to use the catapult.
Yep.
So you end up sucking up a chicken, and you have to like open the barn door. Well, you shoot the chicken up, and then you have to go and open the like flap to the barn at the top, and the chicken lands on it. And then on the other side of the barn, it shoots out eggs.
Which then you have to shoot them up to a button.
It's a switch that increases the amount of eggs.
Oh yeah. So
And
then like a
then-
million of them like pour out.
And then you go and like move down, and then like a bunch of eggs shoot out into the hole, and then you just progressively grow. And then once you
Mhm.
get them all, then you suck in the barn too.
Yeah, that one was weird. It was just broken down like 3 tiny sections.
Yeah, but it was all like nothing really changed all that much.
That's the catapult.
Yeah, I think that's
Has it.
pretty neat. Did you struggle with this at all? Anyone?
I just had to open up that one like barn door thing a couple times because my aiming with the chicken was off.
Mm.
So I knew what to do. I knew how to do it. My aiming was just off.
Yeah, the first time I tried it, I was like, okay, I gotta pull this down, and then I gotta shoot the chicken really fast. And then I was like, oh wait, no, the chicken like hovers.
Yeah.
So you shoot the chicken, then pull the door open. But other than that, pretty easy.
Oh, let's see. Honey Nut Forest. So the
Oh, this is a
bee
good one.
guy.
Oh.
I like this one. This is where you
I did
too.
aggressively make the frog like into a giant
Yeah.
crazy monster.
Yep.
Yep.
Eating all the bees.
Yep. And he jumps up and grabs all the bees. You eventually pull the guy down out of the tree,
Into the hole.
into the hole, murder him. But the frog is huge.
Yeah.
by the end of it.
Yeah, I like the callback at then.
Yeah.
I would have liked there to have been a little more with the bees, other than them just chilling there.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Like I
I
don't know.
felt like there's a lot of that in this game. I just wanted it to be a little bit, just more to each level.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of it is, it's simple. I mean, it's made by one person, so you can't be too harsh on it. But
It's a great like I played it as a mobile game, and I think it's a perfect like mobile game.
it just left more, that I wanted more in each level, and it's just like, oh, eh.
Well, that's why I said it had to have been much better as a mobile game before I knew that it could be played on mobile.
It was $3.
Part of me thinks I should have played it on mobile.
Yeah, same.
I mean, I guess the only thing I really missed out on was like music and stuff. Besides, like I listened to like a little bit, but that's because we were all hanging out when I played.
So after the bees,
We got cat soup.
which is the
Good soup.
one of the weirdest ones,
Yeah.
because this is like the first time you actually have to do something. I feel like
Yeah. Yeah. This one, I had a little bit of trouble on.
the puzzle inside of the
Yeah.
restaurant?
Yeah. The puzzle inside.
I do like that, where that part starts outside and you like suck up some smaller stuff, and then you go through like the boarded up window or to the window or whatever, and you go inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do like a puzzle inside, and once you finish that, you come back outside. So that was pretty cool. But the puzzle itself is on the wall. It shows you how to make the soup.
Good soup.
Good soup. So you have to get water to boil, and you put it in the hole, and then you have to add salt and pepper. And after you add one, either salt or pepper, then a cockroach comes out, and you have to avoid the cockroach until the ingredients spin on like I don't know what like a turntable, basically.
Yeah.
Kinda.
And then you have to like avoid the cockroach until you can get the other one, and then you have to have the bird eat the soup out of the hole. The first time I did it, I let a cockroach get in. The bird took it, and then he was like, "Ugh!" But it only took me, the first try, I messed it up, and the second try, I got it. So I didn't really struggle with this or anything. Is this where you were struggled, Dan?
Yeah. I like got the like water, and then I just took it over to the bird, and he just threw up, and then I grabbed the water again, and I kind of sat there for a moment. And then I got the like salt or pepper or whatever into it, and the cockroaches came out, and I was like, oh, I have to have him like eat it this time, and then suck up the cockroaches, and then it still did nothing, and then I was like, oh, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I see that.
And then I noticed the thing in the background where it was like, oh, water plus salt plus pepper, and I was like, oh.
What were you gonna say, Lauren?
I just also struggled a little bit on this one because I felt like no matter what I did, it just wouldn't work. And I was like, what do I need to do? I seen the thing on the wall. I kept trying, but then the cockroaches kept getting in it, and then I'd have the bird eat it. And then, yeah, it was a disaster for a good like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah.
I finally got it after that.
And then once you get, like I said, once you get the bird to eat the soup, you go back outside, and it's pretty simple. It's like just a normal level after that, where you just suck stuff up.
Which I have to say that whole doing like a little puzzle thing inside the building made no sense because there was like no point for it.
He didn't do anything.
But yeah,
Maybe just to push home the point that this food was disgusting.
I guess maybe.
Yeah, because everybody was bitching about like getting food poisoning and being super sick.
Yeah.
How gross it was.
Yeah.
They're like, we wouldn't eat there ever.
Actually, that's one of the ones where he was like, "I did a good job." So you ever like,
Yeah. I love BK.
Yeah, he was funny.
What's the so what do we do after this one, Lauren?
It is the donut shop. So when they suck up like BK.
Okay. That's the one where Mira or whatever her name is, she
Smashes
he gets his
quadcopter.
Yeah, he gets his quadcopter for reaching level 10 in that app. And then she asks to see it, and then she smashes it because she's mad at BK for sucking everybody up into holes.
And BK's like, "What the hell?
Yeah.
Like, why'd you do that?"
And then she takes like the phone thing to make the holes, and then sucks up him, and then also the donut shop.
She's a monster too.
But yeah.
Fight two wrongs, don't make a right, isn't it? How that saying goes. Okay, so just that one's more like a plot moving one.
Yeah.
And then that is where where we're actually like present time now. It's like recap.
Yeah, everyone is in the hole.
Yeah, we recap to where we are. And then is the next one the possum, Lauren?
It is the abandoned house, which
This
I
one's-
really liked.
Yeah, this one's cool.
Yeah.
This one do you start outside?
No,
No.
No, you
It
start in
just
the
shows
house?
like outside, and then it like zooms in through his window.
Yeah.
This
His
one's
boarded
cool.
up window.
Yeah, this one's cool because you do it basically in the dark.
Yeah.
yeah, you'll get like little spurts of light when you get like batteries and
Yeah.
flashlights and stuff.
And then the cat like freaks out and the battery goes out for some reason. And then you have to
Yeah,
go
you have to
pick
get
up another
another battery.
battery. Yeah. The fridge will pop open occasionally to give you a little bit of light. And
Yeah, I'm not sure what turned the light on though. Or is it no? You just pulled the ring, right?
well,
Or no, open the blind.
Yeah.
yeah, because after you so long with just a flashlight, like after you get to a certain size, the blind thing falls. You pull that down, gives you more light.
I don't know. Did you spook the cat a bunch of times? Because I did.
Yes.
I did it like twice, and then I started like noticing it, and then I would just avoid it until it like went away.
I was gonna say I spooked it a couple times. I just want to see if
I will
anyone else
say I
did too.
didn't even notice a cat, to be honest.
Yeah,
I was also, like I said, playing on my phone. So.
Yeah, I spooked him a bunch, and then he hit like the light and turned it on.
I think that was the end.
Yeah.
That's what I think when I noticed something.
Yeah.
and then
And then you just suck up opossum.
yeah, you get the possum, and he's like a super hacker, and this moves the plot along so that they can track where the hot air balloon is because they're going to use it to get out of the hole. Yeah, pup in the hot air balloon. They're going to use it to get out of the hole. So I think the next level is the highway.
Raccoon Lagoon.
The one I hated.
Oh, that's
the
where you have to get the tracker
gumball
thing. The like radio scanner.
You get a radio scanner here? Oh yeah. You're right. When he goes
Yeah.
into the hole.
Yeah, because then he has to hack with that to see like, oh, we have a hot air balloon like on route, whatever.
Right, but in that level itself, I hated that you had to keep filling it up with the hole up with water to make the wheel turn to get the raccoon ride to go up the hill to go down the water slide. It was a pain.
And then use it again to push that piece that was missing on the slide.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I felt like this level overstayed its welcome.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Only map I reset.
For what?
Why?
Because I didn't have enough, and when I tipped the fucking the gumball or water balloon ball thing, it just wasn't big enough, so I couldn't do anything more. And I tried to throw the fish in the spinner, and nothing was working, so I had to reset. And then it was big enough that time, and it worked.
I didn't have that issue at all.
Yeah, same.
But then after the water lagoon, you like suck up the Ferris wheel.
Yep.
Yeah, I did like where you just like
What?
spitting the water at it and it flings it to like
To that
was like cop
building
house or
thing.
whatever. I don't know. It's like a
Yeah,
police
whatever it
station.
was.
And it's like the sheriff or something.
Something, yeah.
And he's like there
Yeah.
on his day off or something.
Yep.
Um, so after you get that, you get the scanner. It turns into a hacking machine or a radio to track the hot air balloon. You go to the highway.
Yep.
And you have to start. There's raccoons on quadcopters, and you have to like shoot them down, basically.
Did anyone have trouble with the mice in the car?
The mice in the car.
Yeah, like the little car.
No, it did take me a little bit though, because it didn't want to fall into the hole.
Fair enough.
It was like
And
at
that
a
was like
weird
everything
angle.
towards like right after that last one. I just kept having issues with things like it would be. I could see the hole around it. It just things aren't going into it. It's kind of getting on my nerves.
Yeah, so you start out, you gotta like suck up this little mouse in a car, and once you do that, it like moves over to the hot air balloon. These raccoons show up on quadcopters. You have to shoot them down.
Does it go to that little group of raccoons that are just chilling?
Oh, you're right.
In the highway.
Yeah, they're like in the way.
Yeah, because you suck them up and then something happens. I don't remember. There's like a trailer like on the side of the road or something like that, and something comes out of it.
Oh,
Or
it's a bunch of
something.
donuts.
Oh yeah, it's a donut truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but when you shoot these raccoons down, and then you shoot them onto the hot air balloon to like drag it down,
Mm-hmm.
and then this big old white raccoon shows up.
Little oh, what is that thing called? Like little hook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Grappling hook?
yeah, it's kind of like a grappling hook.
That part was annoying.
Yeah.
The most trouble with it.
Yep.
I did like first try.
Oh, good for you.
I'll tell you something though. Like later on, I started like I was like, what am I doing wrong with stuff? But this part, like it was a breeze. But after you throw Fat Boy White Raccoon on it,
weighs it down.
It weighs it down into the hole, and then you collect like 50 cars.
Which, by the way, I don't see why they just kept driving.
I don't know.
Also, you didn't even like move anything. You didn't control it. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, your hole was big enough where they just kept driving right into it.
Where are all these people?
I don't.
Oh, they're somewhere down there.
They just left him in the hole.
Yeah.
Forever.
They're not important.
The above Donut County. That's all it says.
Which I think that's just kind of like
it's like a dialogue thing, right?
Yeah.
Because Mara and BK are like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to the Trash King, which is the head raccoon, the guy that like designed the app, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And BK's like, I'll do it myself. I caused a problem. And Mira's like, no, I don't trust you. I'm coming with you. And then Possum's like, I want to go. And then they have like a dialogue where she's like, we're still friends, but like, you got to fix this. And then
I think that's it for that whole little mission thing.
Yeah, and then you go outside of TK's like trash mansion
thing.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
It was like some lab. Yeah, headquarters. Yeah.
And then outside of it,
he contacts Trash King to like be like, hey, like we need any way we can reverse these holes, and then he just kind of leaves him on read. Well, red, whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't even like respond to him. He's like, who this?
Yeah. Who's this? New phone.
Yeah. What a dick.
Oh, it's BK. I work for you. and then just never responds to you.
yeah,
And he's
what
just like,
a-
"Oh, okay."
What a hell of a guy.
I,
But then this is when Possum's like, "Oh, hey, you told me not to come, but I'm here. Don't know how you didn't notice me in a hot air balloon basket, but I'm
yeah.
here."
Well, at first they just try to break in with just a normal hole, and then you like suck up everything that's outside, and then there's nothing else to suck up, and your hole didn't get very big, and then he's like, "Oh, I can help you hack into the security systems."
And then he like throws you down there.
What?
Doesn't he throw that thing down there? Don't you like break the thing outside to hack it, or is that before?
Oh, the security camera. Or
Yeah, you like launch something up to the security
Yeah.
camera
Yeah, it
using
looks
like the
like a
catapult.
little like freaking flash drive or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
like-
the same one for the cop. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. Like when you do this though, it just says like possum hacking,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, I
raccoon
like that
hacking, or
frame.
whatever.
Yeah.
But then you get inside, and this is kind of a long part
Yeah, it
yeah,
kinda
I
is.
guess.
Yeah.
because you do like the hallway, you go down into that room with like the spinning raccoon statue,
Yeah.
and then you
Like
go
the
into
main
like
lobby.
and then you go into like the security room or whatever, and you collect stuff in there, and you find the red key. I think it's red or
Yep.
blue. Is blue first?
It's
or
red. Red first.
And then
Red
the
first?
one, yeah, red first. And then there's one of the rooms that you pass in that first hallway that have like a red like key code, and you shoot it into that, and you go into that room, and that's the first one's like a biology room.
Yeah.
Biology lab. That's the next level.
I was gonna say technically all these rooms are considered different levels.
Are they?
Yeah.
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 So this first one, it's you like release these like the cages on the wall by like hitting the buttons to move the clamp to like the open ones.
Was that really the first one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you grab like each animal down, you eventually like bring like a rabbit.
Yeah, it's like roach, duck.
Snake.
Oh, snake's the first thing because usually they hit the switches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then it's like a roach, duck, rabbit, and then
Frog?
Yeah,
Frogs.
Flag.
Yeah, because you do the rabbits, and then you do the frog, and the frog.
No, the frog frees the rabbit.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
the frog, and then you like collect the flies or whatever using the frog.
Then he gets heavy enough. Then you get the rat. Like
You pull the
switch.
rabbits down, then they fuck a lot.
Which did anyone have any problems with that? Because I kept launching the frog up to like the little switch to grab it, and he would grab it, but then not fall into my hole. I don't know if it was a problem of me not having the hole placed in the right spot. Because he would just like dangle there for a second, and then he would just like go.
I don't think I had any issues with that
I
part.
had issues like that, but then I missed the fly that was like clipping by like where the like window was. I just assumed the character.
Yeah, so I had to like launch the frog up like 10 times before I ended up getting that one.
And then once you get the rabbits to populate, does he shut that room down?
Yeah, he basically called everybody out. Like you get out.
Well, he told everyone to finish their little papers, their waivers, I think.
Yeah.
And then you go back to the security room to get the blue
Yep,
key.
there's bunnies all everywhere now, like in the hallways and in the lobby. And the one in the lobby has the blue key card.
And then that opens the second room, and then that room is
It's like
Anthropology lab.
yeah. That word.
Yeah.
that word. What is the goal of this one? I don't even remember. I don't remember this at all.
This is
It's like
the
you
one-
wet the wires,
Mhm.
and it activates the thing that spins, which you have to light a firework to hit this thing.
And there's like a bird on there that will drink the water.
Yep.
This one I had to do a couple times. I don't know. I
Same.
couldn't get the fire to light the firework.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly what to do the first couple times, like whenever I was
trying to
staring
figure out
at
those,
it.
like, first bomb things you see on the ground.
First bomb things.
There's like little missile things.
Oh, the firework things.
No, they weren't
Know what
like
you're
the
talking about?
fireworks though. They were like little like canisters. I thought you were supposed to launch those up there, and not the firework. And it took me forever.
I don't remember any canisters, but
I don't even
I don't know.
remember
Me
this other
neither.
than the spinny thing.
Yeah, I think at first you start off like, and they're kind of just studying, like there's a bunch of raccoons just studying, and you're like in the lower left part of the map. Then you
Yeah,
have to suck all them up, and then it moves up there to the spinning thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then once you shoot the firework, what does that do?
You like shoot it up into like the wires, and then I don't know, break
Just, like,
something, and then he's like,
fries-
"PK,
the-
like come to my room,
Yeah,
come
you
to my
break the
office."
alarm thing, and everything starts going off.
Yeah.
Okay, then he opens his big boss man room door,
Mm-hmm.
and you go into
Yeah, like-
there. Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and has like trails of donuts that keeps like flashing lights on for you to like follow.
And then you get to a giant like pile of trash, and that's where you meet Trash King. Like in
Well, he like puts you into like a little cage first, and then he's just kind of sitting on his garbage.
which this didn't make any sense to me. The holes come from the app itself, so
Yeah.
wouldn't you not be in it?
I don't know.
Anyway, so TK is like, hey, you're the only one that got a level 10. Like, I could give you like all these things, and if you just got to join me. And the whole time he's giving this speech, his hand's in a pickle jar.
I totally forgot about
And
that.
BK is like, why don't you just take your hand out of the jar? Is it stuck? And he's like, no, you got to hold the pickle or whatever. And I'm like, what is happening? What is
He's
this?
like, no, I could get it out whenever I want. But BK like leaves the hot air balloon because Trash King like invites him in or whatever to talk to him, and like Mira and Possum are still just sitting out in the hot air balloon.
Yeah, and they're like, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
And he offers all this thing, and BK is like, yeah, I'll take it. Sounds good.
Yeah, it offers him like the ginormous quadcopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like
healthcare.
with bazooka. Yeah, and healthcare.
Benefits.
Yeah.
And then you do is the boss fight.
It's right after.
Yeah, and this boss fight is the stupidest thing that I've ever done. One, it took me 4 tries to realize that you didn't need to do anything with the cement.
Yeah, same.
What?
Yeah, because I was like, there has to be something you do with it.
Oh gosh, Cory.
Yeah, and then I was like, all right, like my health is really, really low.
Oh, like you didn't like blow. You just let the cement.
Yeah, because I thought I had to do something. And then I'm like, all right, if I get cement and then I let this bomb blow up on the hole, I was like, that'll probably do something. And then I was like, well, I didn't do anything. And then I was like, can I shoot the cement back out? And I was like, no. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, all right, I'll avoid it. And I was like, now I can suck up these big bombs and shoot them up. And I was like, well, I didn't do anything. And then I realized there was a small bomb. So 4 tries before I realized what I was doing.
Which I kind of like the boss battle.
I hated it.
I also hated it.
Really?
It relied like heavily on like RNG. Because I died that first time.
Oh shit, you actually died?
Yeah.
I'm
What
sorry,
is- what
but
happens?
how did it?
How did it rely on like RNG?
Yeah.
Because the placements for like the cinder blocks, like the first time I did it, were like almost impossible. At least on the phone, like I couldn't drag it right. I kept getting like stuck. So then I died, and then the next time I did, they were the easiest fucking ones. I was like, all right, cool. The game bad for me or something. I don't know. But it was completely different patterns and everything.
What happens when you die? Anything?
Oh yeah, they're playing a game. They like lose in a video game, and like that's actually how the game probably should have ended, to be honest.
It's
Like
all
they were
just a
playing
video
co-op
game.
yeah. And then they're like, he rings out like a person or like at the donut shop because they're working, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like real meta. And then it's like, all right, we should maybe try that one more time. And then it turns out, it was, it was weird. It was fucking weird. It's cool though. I liked it.
That seems better than the actual ending.
I think so. Except for the ending where I love a couple parts in the ending.
So Lauren, I know that you also almost died. What was it that was causing you to die?
It was the same thing with like the cement and all that, and the first couple times the bombs were thrown out, I did not see the small bombs at all.
You only got the small bombs if you didn't get hit by the cement.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then because I literally I was like going over the big bombs, like, why the heck do these not go in the hole? I was like, they're too big. So I almost died. I beat the boss fight with literally the smallest amount of health. Like, if I would have got hit again, I for sure would have died.
Same.
Yeah, same.
I do
But
think if you die is the better ending.
But I had issues just because in the very beginning, like, I thought maybe I had to get hit with his beam. And so I kind of like let that happen. And then I kind of realized, hey, don't get hit by his beam. And then I just suck with keyboard mouse. So it's like me trying to like move my mouse around like the little, I guess, maze didn't really help. So it's like I kept getting like stuck and being hit with the
way easier with the mouse than my.
Well, yeah, but I suck with mouse. That's the whole point. I can't move it like fast enough, and yeah. Anyways, but yeah,
say it.
I don't know how we all struggled with this. This doesn't make any sense. But after you do it correctly and you destroy him, he returns with second one
Yeah,
Yeah.
second one with bazooka.
with a
That wasn't
bazooka.
even like a boss fight.
Yeah, and then BK comes walking out like, "Hey guys, I got the thingy.
I didn't betray you.
I didn't betray you.
And they're like, "Oh,
I'm
good."
here."
And then you shoot him up into it.
Yeah, you
you
shoot
launch
up
him.
into it to hack it.
And this was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
this one was easy. Yeah,
And
because he would hack it, and then he would just start dropping a bunch of bombs, and then you just have to launch them up into it. Was that how that went?
yeah, you just got a bunch of small bombs, and then you would just shoot them up. And I think it's like one cycle.
Yeah. See, I got confused with that because after you hacked him, like BK was still sitting there and he was talking about how, hey, don't let me get like hit by like bombs or anything. So I was like, okay, like I have to protect BK. So I put him in my hole and then I just kind of sat there as the bombs just kept dropping and I was like, nothing's really happening.
What's going on?
Yeah. And I think it did damage to me, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, and then you destroy that quadcopter.
And you put like the I think it's the blade of it like into the hole, and then you have like a wind tornado coming out of the hole.
Yeah, and it turns into
And
a
you,
giant tornado, and you like tear up the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole house.
Which that noise made my ears want to bleed
Oh, good. I didn't have sound though.
because it's like whipping of wind, but it sounds real shitty. And I was like, "Oh my god, can this be done? I don't want to hear this anymore." It's funny because I think I heard it on Lauren's computer when she was playing it.
Yeah, I was using my monitor, just
Yeah.
playing the sound through them.
And
I
I
wasn't
was
on my
like-
headset.
So I was in here like finishing up, and I'm like, "What is that?" I was like, "Is it still going?"
Taunting your dreams.
Yeah, pretty much. And then after that, you're like, tell TK like, "Hey, you're gonna help us."
With the big catapult.
Didn't hold on, let me trying to remember. Didn't he like give you like an option of two different things or something?
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't remember seeing an option at all in this game for anything.
Me neither.
Maybe it was like in the phone call or something, like messages or something. There talked about like either just staying in the hole or something, or having the catapult put you up or something. I don't remember.
Or he was trying to get out of it.
Oh yeah.
But you build like this big old catapult and you go through like every person that you talk through throughout the story like talks to you as you like shoot them up back to the surface.
Yeah, most of
that's
them were
part-
kind of like, "Hey, BK, I hate you. You suck."
Yeah. My favorite's the bear with the frog and like the buddies. He's going back up and he's like, "Man, I'm sure glad I met this frog." Or
Yeah.
something. Like only positive experience in this whole thing.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this frog's pretty cool.
Oh, and the Coco, like the alligator dude, was like, basically like, "I hate you guys," and they're like, "But you're still wanting to go to the ocean on whatever or the beach." He's, "Yeah, I'm down. Let me know."
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're still friends, but I hate you right at this moment. But you go through everyone, they shoot him to the surface. Eventually, you shoot yourself to the surface. And you end and you're flying like one of those quad choppers around.
Yeah, around the donut shop
Yeah.
above ground.
It shows you like the credits as you like move everything around.
Yeah, and you can kind of fly through, I think, some of the different like areas in the game. I think I didn't really like fly around too much.
I did it for like 10 seconds and I was like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then the real credits roll and that's it. That's Donut County.
Yeah, good old Donut County.
The only thing I would say is else about it is the art is very weird.
Yeah.
It works for it.
Yeah.
Like it's done pretty good. It's all made in Unity.
Yeah, you could tell it was mainly designed for a phone. At least that's how I felt like playing it.
Yeah, it comes off as just a mobile game for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but just kind of a weird premise. Before we move on to our, I guess, our outro, we'll go around and we'll see. Would you guys recommend this game? So we'll start with Tonsa and see what he has to say.
Yeah, it was $3 or $4 on the Apple Store, App Store. Whatever, I don't remember what that shit's called. But yeah, for the couple bucks I spent, and for a phone game, it's a little bit longer. Like if you're playing like in between like a break at work or something or whatever, I played it straight through just to get it done for this. But it's fine for what it is. I feel like the content was fine. It worked. If you wanted a mobile game that actually had an ending, I think that's what you
Lauren.
Uh, I would say as a mobile game, sure. For a cheap like mobile game that has I didn't think the story was terrible. Don't get me wrong there. As somebody that plays action RPGs typically, I thought it was more on the boring side gameplay wise. So for PC, I'd probably say no.
Yikes.
For mobile, yes.
All right, Dan. What about you? Do you recommend the game?
So I'll be real with you. I played the game and I was like, they are gonna hate me for my decision on this, but I would recommend this game, even if it's just like you play through it once and you just kind of like, yeah, done with it. You know, it's kind of short. But then if you just load up one of those levels and you just listen to the soundtrack, that's it. You just get so much enjoyment out of just the soundtrack.
And do me a favor, play Garden Between. It's this
Okay.
It's it's an hour and a half puzzle game. You can listen to our fucking last podcast about it because I know you didn't.
No, you're right.
And like you'll see what like last game we just talked about the soundtrack a lot.
The Gardens Between so good.
It really is.
I'm just gonna be like upfront with this. This is terrible. Besides
Hardcore.
this,
Yeah.
besides the points in the story that made me chuckle here and there, I was just like, when is this gonna be done? Like, it felt like such a chore to play this, and if you wanted to just play a game where you're collecting things and progressively growing, Katamari is so much better. Like I said earlier, this is that game with zero charm.
Yikes.
So I do not recommend this game. Sorry.
I guess that's just kind of where we come from. 4 different mindsets.
That's the whole purpose of this, right?
Well, yeah.
Right. And like I said, I played through it. I gave it a shot. I respect to the guy making it by himself. Not my thing. I think there's stuff that does this way better, looks better, has more charm than this. If you want to play something cheap and short, by all means, but I think you can find other alternatives.
That's fair.
Fair.
So that being said, is there anything else anyone wants to say about Donut County?
I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, we talked about it way longer than
yeah.
I thought we were gonna burn through this one because there was like, too much there, but we actually walked through the entire game.
Yeah.
So we could just notate this one as being a walkthrough for Donut County.
Yeah.
That being said, make sure that the people that are listening to check us out on our Twitter at NerdLag, our YouTube at NerdLag, our Instagram at NerdLag, and our Facebook page at NerdLag Game Club. We have been more active as of recent on it. I would love to know your opinion on it. Tell me why I'm wrong, why this is a 5-star game.
Okay, I don't know if we would ever consider it a 5-star game.
I don't know, that's what that review said.
I wouldn't. Yeah?
Yeah, the one that Lauren said 5 out of 5.
Hey, you already forgot? That was
Oh,
like an hour
yeah.
ago.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
But, yeah, give us a follow on Spotify, share with your friends, and we will see you in about 2 weeks for our month of September episode. But until then, we will see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.